What made you choose Philly?
Man, tremendous city, fan base, is outstanding. It's just a great opportunity for me, new coaching staff, and already had a winning tradition within the players, and I just like the opportunity.
How much did Darius Slay have to do with you deciding to come here?
He played a major role. He reached out to me on Twitter. I'm sure everybody saw that, and it just kind of let me know that somebody's recognizes my talent and wants me to help out.
When you reached out, had there already been talks? I mean, how soon after you were gone from Pittsburgh did the Eagles reach out?
I'm sure there was a couple, that my agent was dealing with. I wasn't, too much involved in in those talks, but I'm sure there were maybe a couple.
What was it like kind of waiting through this whole period? I mean, I guess, the Steelers let you go in March and here it is the end of July. I mean, what was this period like for you?
Well, I mean, initially, I was just kind of bummed out, but, as expected, anytime, you get released. But for the most part, I just spent time with my family and, just continued to train and look forward to the future.
Javon Hargrave, he was here for you last year too in Pittsburgh. I mean, how well did you know him? What was that relationship like? Did he have any role in some of as well?
Yeah, I knew he was here as well, and he's another player, that I spoke with, and he told me, about the opportunity as well, and he also played a major role. Just having a familiar face to come in and see.
What have the last couple of days been like trying to catch up and learn the defense?
Man, it's been a grind, man. I say that. It's day 2. It feels like already like 2 weeks. Just coming in and trying to get adjusted. Learning on the fly, man. But I knew it would be like that. This late in the process and whatnot.
The coaching staff, how much did you know? It's a young coaching staff, obviously first year here, or did you just kind of rely on Darius and Javon to kind of tell you what was going on?
Say that again.
Did you know much about this coaching staff, or did you have to rely on guys like Darius to Javon to kind of tell you what's going on?
Well, I did my research. That's what I always do, and I see in that background, and I was doing some studying, on my own before I even got here. So I kind of knew a little bit, but those guys also, helped out a ton.
In talking to us yesterday, Howie Roseman, the GM, said that you're a guy who was sitting there wanted to be recognized for the player that you were. Do you think that the market didn't recognize you for that type of player, or that the Steelers didn't?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say that. I'll just say it was about the timing, time of my release, and free agency. Those things kind of, it kind of just doesn't work out the way you want it to, at certain times. So I definitely feel like, people recognize me, but as a player, I feel like it was just the timing.
The fact that you signed a one-year deal and come to a place where you can start right away, does this opportunity give you that chance to show the league again?
Yes.
You said you did your research. What did you learn about Jonathan Gannon and since your arrival? What more have you learned?
Well, I knew he was in Indianapolis, and so what I was doing was I was watching a little bit of Colts film, and just seeing how that would be implemented here, but just looking over the surface, just seeing how certain things are ran. I didn't know obviously I didn't know the play calls and the terminology, but I was just watching a lot of Colts film as much as possible.
If Slay is tasked with having to follow a top receiver, how would that affect you? And do you feel like you're up to playing man defense for as much as it takes?
Well, I just do my job. Whatever the team asks me to do, I just do my job. I mean, I played man my entire career. Go back and watch Kansas City tape. We were like 90% man-to-man.
When you have a defensive coordinator who's a former DB's coach, how helpful is that for you, and advantageous is it for you as a cornerback?
Very much so, because he understands, the stresses that the back end have to deal with. In today's game, it's just become a passing game, and you got to kind of, put us in the right position. So I definitely think it's an advantage for us.
The relationship with Slay, obviously put out on Twitter he wanted you to come, but how far back do you two go? I mean, how well do you actually know one another?
Well, honestly, I hadn't known Slay prior to this offseason, but I always, watched his game. He's obviously one of the top corners in the league, and so I definitely, watch this game a lot.
And so what did it say to you that you sign on Sunday, no off-season program here, and first practice yesterday they have you with the first team?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, what type of message did it send to you that your first practice here, you're with the first team, even after no off-season program, only signing on Sunday?
The team is just giving me an opportunity, to come in and just play.
You look at the secondary. I mean, I know it's only been 2 days for you and everything. Like, what are your impressions? What do you see with the guys that are here?
There's a lot of talent, a lot of young talent, a lot of guys that are in grind mode and willing to get better and work hard every day.
What about the veterans? I mean, we got Slay, Anthony Harris,
Yeah.
Rodney coming back and everything like that.
Definitely, those guys, just the cherry on top. I mean, you got a mixture of savvy veteran guys with some hungry young guys. That's a recipe for success.
When you were studying Jonathan Gannon's defense and then just being in it now, like, what do you like about it? What did you see that you liked about it, and what do you like about it from what you've learned so far?
And just kind of to piggyback off, I think what you said, it's advantageous to the secondary and kind of geared toward that.
How so? How's it geared towards the secondary?
I mean, I can't give out the secrets, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a bad person, but I was just saying, I'll just leave it at that. I feel like he looks out, he's looking out for us.
JG does talk about versatility. He said he likes players to know different positions. You played inside, outside. You're still comfortable on both sides anywhere you have to play on the field?
Yes. If I had to, yeah.
But does that mean you're more comfortable at one particular position? Do you prefer to play outside than inside?
I prefer outside, but like I said, I could play. If I was called upon, I would play inside.
It's been a pretty physical couple of days in shells. Do you like that type of environment?
Yeah, look at my knuckles, man. Already, I think it brings a good culture, to the team and what to expect for the season. Like, it's gonna be physical. Whenever you play this team, you're gonna get a fight. Huh? Just trying to punch at the ball. Just trying to do what coaches are telling us to do in meetings, trying to cause turnovers and whatnot.
You've been pretty active on social media this offseason. Eagles fans were pretty active after you signed. What's been your takeaway from the fan base so far?
Man, like I said, that was one of the main reasons why I did come here. Just the passion that the fans had for the team.
You mentioned the turnovers. I mean, that is something that's stressed. It was kind of a struggle last year for the Eagles to get turnovers. Is it being stressed more maybe than what you've heard during your time in Pittsburgh in the short time you're here?
I can't really say that. I feel like it is stressed. Pittsburgh, it was definitely a stress. I feel like that's with every team. You want to have your team create turnovers to put the ball in the offensive hand.
Does last year's game against the Eagles kind of stand out for you? I mean, you had the couple of interceptions and everything. Was that? I mean, what was kind of going on in that game? Like, what was that like?
Just do what my coaches asked me to do, and just try to execute to the best of my ability.
You saw Travis Fulgham in that game. He had a pretty big game. What stands out to you about him?
Man, he's a great guy, talented young guy that willing to work. He's gonna put up a fight every time you go against him, and big body too as well. He's gonna be good.